Alright, this is the part 2 of Shanny's video the other day. Let's get it.
Truth. You don't know the truth. You're not in my life. Get out of my life. But there's a lot of people who want the power. They want to be the know-it-all. They want to be the supreme victim. Jabber right.
Girl, why do you keep trying to pick fights with celebrities for? Like, you were just all up Jaguar Wright's tail not long ago.
But, when there's other people who are speaking out, they go around and they discredit their name because they have to be the big papa. They need to have the control of the information. And it's a sick game to play. And it shows me who you are when I see you going after a victim, claiming you are a victim, and you're not. You are a willing adult participant.
And what do you call yourself? Standing by while Rev beats on your kids all the time. You didn't call the police. You stood by and watched it all. You ignored it all, too. And I'm sure you joined it all as well.
And you're slamming someone who's been abused as a child. Do your allegiance to some fucked up cult group, terrorist group. See, as soon as the person came out and said, that particular group did that to me, that's when you changed. Because your allegiance is more important than the truth. That's when you find out that Baphomet in the back of your head.
Damn, girl got a thick ass old neck on her. You hear that old sound? The slap sound? That's thickness, girl.
In the back of your neck. It never was taken off, was it? See, I'm the type of person who loves to give people the benefit of the doubt. But when I start seeing it, when I start seeing them attacking victims that don't need to be attacked because they're the only ones who are helping children.
You need to go take a nice long walk in some fresh air, some sunshine hitting your body, and you need to give YouTube a break because you're sitting on YouTube for years straight watching these types of videos. You got yourself believing you're a part of these elite survivors, victim survivors. You got yourself believing you're a part of the MK Ultra Illuminati survivors. Girl, go get some help.
It changes your mind and your thoughts upon that person.
Oh, I was meaning to ask, how's the Ozempic going, Shanny? You know, that old pharmaceutical stuff that's made by said government that you're so heavily against right now. Like, don't get me wrong, I know that the big pharma is not good, but here you are on government assistance, all kinds of pharmaceutical meds, and you're trying to be a voice against all that. It's weird. It's weird to me. You need help.
I don't care about the web of lies someone has to say about a victim. I care about that victim, knowing there are people out there that hear them. And I hear the victims. I recognize the victims. I see the victims.
Well, that's too bad because you should have put all that effort into your own children and worrying about their safety. If you were my mother and I was your boys, I would be so upset seeing
All
my mom
children
go
need
hard
to
for
have some
strange
type of
children.
protection, but I'm
When
just
she
saying,
gave
like, if
us
I was
up.
her boys, I would probably feel some type of way.
The victims are the people who are not going after others. The victims are the ones who are just trying to speak their truth and just want to be heard. While the villains of the story are the ones trying to point the fingers and be like, look what they did. Look what they said. Let me put doubt in anyone's mind. Because that's exactly how Satan runs, right? Did God really tell you you were going to die if you ate that fruit? Did God really say that? Is she really the daughter of him? I see the devil. The devil is the one who puts seeds of doubt in people's minds, while the children of God are just speaking truth and just trying to get their story out there as a warning to help people.
Girl, if you don't go sit your big theatrical ass down somewhere and be quiet, well, I mean, she's already sitting down. There's nothing new there. You know damn well she is melted into that couch.
See, you can discredit me and other victims all you want. But at least, the victims, the survivors, we're trying to help people. You're not. You just want to put seeds of doubt in for views and clicks. So you can feel like you're some Billy badass. And you're not. You're a weak, pathetic liar.
Look at them damn pupils. I don't know. I don't think that's normal at all. And what drug makes pupils that big? Mine stay small though, and I don't know why. They don't really ever retract to get big, and maybe I need to get mine checked out. But mine just stays small.
Slanderer, malicious person. And when you see someone as a very malicious person, it's like, all right, you're done. Next. Who's the next person who's going to stab me in the back? Who's the next person who's going to support me and then unsupport me? Oh, wow. Go in a fucking line, guys. Go in a fucking line.
I'm just waiting for Shanny to say, sit and spin. Sit and spin, lady.
Because the survivors of MK Ultra, the survivors of sex abuse, they have enemies from here to there. Because the abusers don't want the real truth out because they're cowards. That's what.
Okay, Shanny, who are your abusers? You're acting like you got a list of names. Get to naming them. Allie Carter's named hers. Where's your list of abusers?
Why they pick on people who are weaker than them so they can feel a little bit powerful in their cowardice. See, I'm not afraid of getting haters. I'm not afraid of getting stalkers. I'm already stalked. I'm already hated. I'm a perfect candidate for Allie's army at this point. Because I deal with what she deals with all the fucking time.
No, the fuck you aren't. You don't even have your own children. You're still with the guy that abused your children. She would want nothing to do with you. You're insane and you're attaching yourself to her so bad, it's sickening.
But at least I'm focusing on the children. At least I'm focusing on the morality of the situation. Instead, you want to ignore that children are dying and being abused every day by sick elitist fucks, by your teachers, by your senators, by your bankers, by your policemen, your doctors, your nurses. You want to ignore that and go after someone who's just speaking the truth and tell them that they're a liar. You know, you remember in the 80s when they used to have missing children on the milk cartons? Why don't they do that anymore? Why don't people talk about the missing children anymore? I think it's because our elites know that people are complacent in it, that people are okay, that children are dying every day to serve the needs of adults who have sick, fucked up minds.
Look at this cute little button nose. I just want to push it like a little button that it is.
I can't stand this world. I just want to go home and be with Jesus at this point. I don't care about the people in this world. To tell you the truth, a lot of the adults in this world, they're all they are is just selfish. You know, the Bible says it perfectly. I'll say this. They say they're lovers of themselves more than lovers of God. It's true. They need to be celebrated. They need to be worshiped. They need to have the people congratulate them and tell them how amazing they are and validate themselves. You know what that shows me, though? What kind of low self-esteem you actually have is when you need the approval and validation of others. Because you don't like being wrong.
Her voice just changed and it got super scary sounding. Like it was already like real deep and raggedy, and then it gets deeper and more raggedier. It's scary. Did you guys hear that voice change?
I don't like the fact that someone said, no, I don't want to work with you. And that's pretty fucking sick, especially when there's so many children out there that need our helps, and the police ain't doing anything about it, really. The government ain't really doing anything about it. Every once in a while, you see a little snippet on sex traffickers being taken down, usually in Florida, because Disney and all. Pedophile capital of the world is Disney World. Why don't you look into how many missing children there are that go missing every year at Disney World alone? It'll make you sick. And how dare you say teachers are doing this? Dude, don't you know the predator goes near its prey? Why do you think Dan Schneider went to Nickelodeon? Because the kids were there. They go and work purposely with the kids to traffic them. That's why you don't put your children in the industry. And in fact, everything I know about the industry now, I don't know how anyone would willingly want to go into the industry knowing that you're gonna get abused. You're gonna go under MK Ultra. You're gonna be manipulated, you're gonna be used, and you're gonna be treated like a commodity and not a human. Why would you want to do that to yourself? I know I don't. I'll never work with Hollywood. They're damned. They're going to hell. And they're gonna burn to a crisp, and they deserve it. They brought it on to themselves. We need to start focusing on the kids instead of petty drama for views and clicks, because it really does show your mentality. What's important to you? What's important to me is knowing these babies are out of the hands of these monsters. That's what it means to me.
Well, I guess your kids are out of the hands of their monsters. You're right, Shanny. You're absolutely right.
That's what matters to me. And you start looking into the missing children in your area.
Well, have you done that? Have you looked into the missing children in your area? Quit ordering people around. You need to start filming your videos of you doing exactly what you're telling everyone else they should be doing. Show us, Shanny. It must be real easy just sitting behind a computer screen demanding others to do all this. Why don't you start?
Start questioning neighbors. Be your own detective.
Why don't you send that old geek you got in the kitchen? Send him over to a neighbor's house and film him. Film him questioning the neighbors about missing children. That would make some good content, actually.
Because obviously the police aren't going to do anything about it because they're on it. And I'm not saying all police. There are good police officers out there. There are good social workers out there. There are good foster homes even. But a lot of them, all they care about is the money. The money. Not to know there's precious babies out there suffering. They don't care. Have you heard of the one guy who was caught in LA with a shipping container full of 17,000 bodies of babies torn up, tortured to death? Have you heard that? And it was surprising when I found out it was in LA when this happened. I was like, oh, okay. Guess they had a good party that night.
You guys, this is so crazy. Watching her videos and her mannerisms and like her facial expressions, she is literally trying to act just like Allie Carter. She is very scary because she'll study a person and then she'll like take on their, what is it called? I can't say the word, but watch Allie Carter's videos and then you're going to see Shanny, her dramatic self, try to morph into that. It's creepy. I don't even know what they call it, but it's definitely, she's definitely got some type of mental disorder.
Like I said, women are used as broodmares within these type of cults to put babies out there just to be abused. We really need to start focusing on that instead of petty, fucked up, stupid things that really don't matter.
Jesus Christ. She still has this going on. That's either like a ringworm fungus or she's got some type of cradle cap still. Why won't she go get some shampoo or go to the doctor to get it treated?
The children matter. I don't matter. I know I don't matter. The majority of people out there, they don't value my life. They think I should always stay in a state of defensiveness and feeling bad over things and tragedies that happen in my life. That's why they keep reminding me of the tragedies that has happened in my life to keep me in that MK Ultra state.
So she thinks because people are asking about how her cancer is doing, because she's the one who came out and told everybody what she might possibly have or that she does have, and that she doesn't have long to live, people coming out asking her about stuff like that is keeping her in an MK Ultra state of mind. That is wild.
Where I'm silenced. Trauma recognizes trauma. Trauma sees trauma. Going after survivors and victims is not a good look. And the real people, they're going to see it. And you're going to be exposed to the light and shown who you truly are at the end of the day. Slander away, it's all you can do. Because your allegiance is more important than the truth. Than doing the right and moral thing. And that's to protect the children. Have I been perfect in my life? Absolutely not. Nobody is. But I'm not going to stay complacent in knowing how screwed up our world is and nobody's doing anything about it.
I don't see you or that able-bodied man in the house doing anything about it. What are you two doing about it? Let's hear it.
When I have a platform and I can utilize it to help others that need to be helped. Do I have my comments off? Hell yeah. I'm not going to be harassed by these satanic fucking people ever again. I'm not going to be threatened. I'm not going to be coerced. I'm not going to be manipulated anymore. I'd rather say what I need to say and go. But things need to change. And we need to start focusing on the children who are still enslaved. And it's not only in America. We have to focus on Africa too. And the child slavery rings they have in those places. And in China. The sweatshops. All children. Full of abuse. You don't think they just use, you don't think in these sweatshops they just use them for labor? They don't just use them for labor. They use them as party favors. Anyway, I'm gonna go. Stay strong, Allie. You got people who have your back. Fuck Jaguar Wright. She wants to be the only victim when she was a participant. A willing participant in abuse. And she gets off at calling people in to continue the abuse. She is showing her elitist ass off. And people are too blind to see it. I see it, though, because I am a survivor of abuse. And I see the narcissist very clear.
Now Shanny is flipped-flopped on Jaguar Wright. Wasn't she just blasting her videos like last week while Jason was trying to film? It's crazy to me. Like, she'll latch on to somebody else. Like, every month she's a new person, latched on to a new video, new person. She's living vicariously through these poor sexual survivors. It's sick. Anyways, see y'all later.